Hey guys, so this is my first video and was kind of expecting the first video to be a little more upbeat, whoop-de-doop, but obviously it's not going to be the case because I'm depressed. So I've decided instead to try to stay nice and healthy. Do that, you gotta eat something right. So I decided I'm gonna make a vegan like depression comfort food because I'm depressed. So we're going to use, because I've never done this before, I don't know how it's gonna work out. I don't know if it's going to work out, but we finna find out together. Tomato. Nice little tomato soup. That's backwards, but I don't like the way I look when the camera's flipped. So, tomato. That said tomato soup, I promise. Condensed soup, specifically. And then ditalini, because I don't have any other, well, it's these little guys. Just because I don't really have actual O's or anything, so this is going to have to work. Now let me see. I guess we're going to start by... Sorry, I'm watching the cats. We're going to start by waiting a second. Well, I figure out how the heck to film this part. I don't think this moves. This does, but barely. Oh shit. Oh, look at that. That kind of works, doesn't it? Because it don't go down much further than that because of the thing I have, so... If you hear music in the background, you can ignore it. It's just my TV. So we're going to use the electric can opener because we have a manual can opener and it was $1 and it does not work very well. So we're just going to use that can opener. Here, actually, you can watch if you want. Move all my shit out of the way. Oop. I forgot that has a thing on it. See, learning together is a fun experience. I am now trying to get the cord off of it. Alright. Ta-da. Okay, so. Ta-da. Oh, ta-da. Oh. Alright, that smells like soup. Shit. Smells like I'm getting soup all over the place. And I got it all over my finger, but that's okay because we don't really care. Well, too much because we're depressed. And then... God, it tastes good. We threw that right in the trash. Normally I'd be making this... probably be making this in a pot of some sort, but the pot I would be using is dirty and I don't want to wash it, so we're going to be taking our soup, and I have the big can. I have this 26 ounce or 1 pound and 10 ounce can of soup. We're just gonna pour it right in there. I am going to be cooking the noodles in the soup. Now you might be wondering, why the hell would you do that? But the reason why I'm cooking it in the soup is because with traditional Spaghettios, They are soggy as hell. Okay, they're not even noodles anymore at that point. It's more like a soft piece of bread you forgot you dropped in the bottom of your tomato soup. Like you were having a grilled cheese sandwich and then you were like, oh yeah, I put a piece in there to soak and then forgot about it. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to add, we'll do a whole can of water. And that might seem like a lot, and it's probably going to seem a little watery, but I think what we're going to be able to do is go ahead and grab a whisk, and just kind of, I like to mix it before I really start cooking it, but hopefully what's going to happen is we're going to get it to boil with the noodles and blah blah blah, and then a lot of the water will cook out of it. At least that's what we are hoping for, obviously. So we're going to cook it now, just kind of like we would regular pasta water. Kind of. I mean, you don't want it to be too high because this is still like soup at this point. So maybe like we'll start it on high. Once it starts to boil, we'll put it on like a medium temperature. So until that's really getting there. Hey, how you doing? You know what I'll do waiting for that is in my Twitch streams I've actually talked a lot about the cats. And I don't really have a lot of pictures, I guess, on my like Instagram and stuff. So I'll show the cats off one by one. Oh hush. This is Nori. Oh, look at you. You're so cute. This is the infant, the baby. She was so much smaller, and now she's so much bigger. You're so much bigger than you used to be. We got her when she was just a little baby kitten. She was this big. Alright, so there is Nori. And she is about 8 or 9 weeks old now. Now this gonna be a big boy. This is low sodium soy sauce. You wanna say hi? You wanna say hi? Yes, low sodium soy sauce. And he is the middle child, believe it or not. He's a sweet baby. He's also kind of a punk, so you know. But he is 8 months now, maybe? Something like that. And they like to hang out while I'm cooking. Now I bring to you the old scraggly man, Mr. Stinkums. This is Inky, or Stinky as we call him, because he's a stinky boy. Because he's a stinky boy. And he has a little tooth. He hates being picked up, but he'll be okay. Now that he's old and scraggly and an old fart, he won't struggle so much. I'm going to go put it back on the couch. Yeah, he's getting nice and old. Old stinky fellow. He is about 17, I think, years old. Old as shit. So, our soup water mixture. Soup water is, oh shit, starting to boil, and we're dropping our utensils everywhere, so I'll just direct this right back to the, that was crackly, but that's a good angle. Okay, there we go. So, Yeah, you can't really tell. Sometimes when you have something that's not clear, you can look in the middle and you'll kind of see stuff coming out, if that makes sense. So like it'll like roll over, but really gently. I can't really show you right now, mainly because I don't want to take the camera off the stand. Well, maybe I can just, no, because it's plugged in too. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen today. Actually, yeah, well, that's fine. I'm lazy, but I'm not too lazy. So, there you go. You can tell. See what I mean? So it's like a very slow boil. But when it gets to boiling, you know, it'll be a bit more than that going on. Alright. So, go ahead and open the pasta, but I'm not going to put it in quite yet. What is that? Yeah, look at these cute little pastas. They're just itty bitty little rings, huh? Alright, focus. There we go. Little tiny pasta beads. You can make little bracelets out of them if you'd like. If you have any left over. Alright, now that we are boiling, we are going to, this is a 1 pound box, and there's about that much left in there. You can see about the picture frame, the little window left, okay? I don't really measure stuff out very much. Just keep it like that. So then, just going to give it a little stir. You know what? I might put the rest of the pasta in there. It might end up being a bit much. No, we'll keep it the way it is. Alright, so I guess you can put like 1.5 cups, just 2 cups of pasta, I guess, in there. I don't know. I didn't measure it. We don't measure in this house. That's what I'm going to try to be doing with a lot of the stuff I make is try to come up with measurements of some kind so that things make more sense. But we're going to keep it here for like 5 minutes. Alright, we're going to like boil it for 5 minutes because we don't want it to be, maybe we won't, I don't know. You know what? Since this is like a one pot pasta type situation, I think what we're going to do is put it on medium and put a lid on it. That'll keep in the condensation, that'll help cook the pasta a bit, and I think it will help keep it from sticking so much to the bottom, just because it's tomato soup, and with high temperatures it does tend to stick. Which kind of sucks. Ew. Okay. There's nastiness over here. It's liquid nasty. I don't know what. Well, it's probably just oily. No, we have an air fryer and something on the counter next to it. Now I'm just trying to think. So, we're going to let that chill for a bit. Let's see. This is depression food, so what else do we like to eat when we are depressed? Ooh, you know what? I'll eat one of these right now. Yeah. And that's it, because we also don't have much else to cook right now. We need to go grocery shopping. But here's these little things. So these baby bells. Focus on the bells. Alright, there we go. Vegan baby bells, mind you. They're somewhat new. in where I live, some of you know, some of you don't have like a general idea. You can get them at I get them at Whole Foods. You know, I get them at the Whole Foods, and you could probably find them. Like, a lot of people are having trouble finding them because they are relatively new. And no, I'm not messing with the wax today, but see, it's just a little Baby Bell cheese, and it's so precious. It's cold, and my teeth are so short. But she good. The first time I had one, okay, anyway, health food store. Look at the health, you know, like the health food stores like Sprouts or Whole Foods or maybe even Weaver Street Market, like that sort of place. I know that Weaver Street Market's more of like a co-op, but something like that. But I used to love Baby Bell cheese, and I've been, even when I was vegetarian, because I was vegetarian for a while, and even then, even when I like had my own money, I never really bought Baby Bells. I guess I just never really thought about it. I don't know. I buy plenty of other shit, but never a Baby Bell. But now that I'm vegan, and these came out, I got really excited when I saw them because I'm like, ooh, I used to love Baby Bells. Even though, like I said, I didn't really eat them too often. When I did, though, I would eat the shit out of it. I would eat so many. But I saw these, I'm like, ooh, these are coming out. I hope I can find them near me, because I was on like a vegan Facebook page, and they were like, yo, they're coming out with vegan Baby Bells. And, no, I got super excited, and I tried one, and you can ask Elliot. I was so excited, you have no idea. It was absolutely, I was just so happy. Oh, fuck, that's hot. So now, going back to the soup, I would turn on the little air thing, but I don't. See, and now we are sticking to the bottom of it, so we're just going to use a wooden, that looks nasty. I mean, it doesn't look nasty, it just had some sauce on it from last time. But we're just going to do a nice little scrapey scrape. You know what, now that I see like the ratio, well, you know what, screw it, okay? We're depressed, we have no standards. You are probably going to think I'm crazy. Boom, that's right. I put the rest of the pasta in there. It's not going to cook even at this point necessarily. Like, they won't all be the same, but trust me, I'm a cooker down. That ain't nothing to worry about. Because I like an al dente noodle in certain situations, but usually I like it at least a little squishy, you know. So we're going to turn that back to medium. Put a cap on it. And see, you can make a soup. I feel like a lot of people make soups with little ditalini. I've never made a soup with it. One of my favorite soups, not soups, Jesus, one of my favorite pastas is orzo pasta. Ooh, that would be exciting to make. I'll probably make that sometime soon. But with orzo pasta, doing like a mushroom orzo with like some Parmesan cheese. Bitch, it's delicious. I'm looking for a mug. I just want some tea. She ain't that dirty, right? She's fine. So, I'm going to guess. Alright, so this came from my place of work. It's a little Sprint mug, and it is one of my favorite mugs ever. When I first started working there, I saw these out on the table, and I was like, I'm going to have one of those one day, because it's just the cutest thing. And now looking even closer at the at the scrimp, it looks like it has little sparkles in it. I know it doesn't. That's just from it being fired. But, ta-da! And the thing I wasn't sure 100% about, it has the maker's mark on it is an S. I don't know if you can see it. You can kind of see it right there. So Hand, Haand, made in NC USA. Ta-da! But it has a little S next to it. It kind of looks like a 3 sometimes in the wrong lighting, but let's see. Whatever. Okay, you could tell it's an S, and I think that means that Savannah made it. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, I think so. Okay. Have the Keurig because convenience. A lot of the time I forget that pulling the faucet handle thing towards me is going to make it hot. And that's not really that great. I do want tea. It's not that great when you're putting stuff in something you don't want hot water in. There's just a little bit of agave. Golden blue agave sweetener. A lot of the time I also have no idea how big a cup is, ounce-wise. They have like an option of 10 or 8, 10, and 12. With some of my cups, like this one, or this one that I used earlier today, a lot of the time with those I just put 2 8s in it because, you know, it fits and it'll leave room to not be 1,000 degrees. And this, a lot of the time, this is my tumbler, I bring it to work, I put in 12 and 10 or 12 and 8 depending on how much coffee creamer I want. Or if I'm just doing tea, then I'll do like a 12 and a 10. But with regular sized mugs, I don't know. Because with oversized mugs, which are my favorite because I love to drink tea, with those, it's just like, I don't know. I don't know what the normal size of anything is. I don't like using normal size stuff. It's not as fun. And alright, so now that we're really starting to stick and I can feel remnants in the bottom. And look, okay, here's another thing. When I cook, everything sticks. Alright, I don't know why, I don't know how. No matter what, I can oil something up real good. It's gonna stick. Alright, so y'all are just gonna have to bear with me on that. If you don't know how to make a non-stick pan, that's your problem, not mine. So I'm just gonna turn that down to like medium low now. Just really let it simmer in there. Now we have, you can see me make my tea. I forgot the tea's over here. Caffeine free? That's caffeine free. What is this? I don't need it. Plus probiotics. So I got some lavender chamomile tea because I don't need caffeine today. Well, I could use it earlier because I'm freaking tired, but at this point it is too late. It is almost 7. I need to go to work tomorrow. Yep. I'll let her steep for a while. I have gotten spoiled. For mine and Elliot's wedding, we had... Actually, I'll just show you. So for mine and Elliot's wedding, in our goodie bag thingies, we gave... Oh, whatever, it's fine. One of each of these, I think. One of each. It might have just been one or the other. I can't remember. But these little things. And it's loose leaf tea. And I think this one was me, and this one was Elliot, and it was just really cute. I got the hiccup. But this one's coconut chamomile crush, and that was mine. There's some tasty stuff. And this is definitely like a sweeter tea in general. It's really good with the agave nectar. And then this one's black Earl Grey. And it is also good with the agave, but it is like a bolder tea. Because they can both be pretty strong if you steep them long enough, but definitely, I'd say it's bolder, if that makes sense. Like if you drink tea a lot, you might know what I mean, but... I talked to my mom earlier, and I'm like, yo, I'm tired all the time. And she's like, go to your doctor. Get your levels tested. You might need iron supplements and or an iron infusion. Because I am anemic. I've been anemic for a long time. And I'm so on and off of vitamins. Like, I haven't taken vitamins at this point in probably a few years. I don't know. I hate taking medicine. I'm already on 2 medicines essentially the rest of my life at this point. Because ain't no way I'm going without them suckers now. But, my bad, hold up. But you know what? At the end of the day, if medication helps, it should be had. Because it makes my days bearable. And that's the whole point, isn't it? Alright, so now I think we're at a point where, so you can tell there's a lot of noodle in here. You can tell they've gotten bigger, I think. I probably coulda, woulda, shoulda saved a noodle, but I didn't, so. I'll use chopsticks. I also love using chopsticks, so we're going to try a little nude. It's definitely getting there, but I think since we're cooking at such a low temperature, and as opposed to boiling it, what the hell are y'all doing? These cats are insane. But since it's being cooked at a lower temperature, you can cook it longer, you know, at the same time kind of get some of the liquid out and all that. I will say if at any point you feel like you need to add more liquid just to extend the cooking time, do it. I do that all the time with all sorts of stuff. The way you cook is your way. I actually might do that right now that I think about it. But straight up, whatever you think works, just go for it, because it's your food. Who gives a shit? So yeah, see, you'll see that that's a lot more liquidy now, and hopefully that gives it a little bit more water to cook with. And I think we will turn it back up a little bit. Still not quite at medium. I have a low through high, so it goes like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I assume high is the 9, low is the 1. So I have it at like a 4. There, I have it at a 4. So yeah, that's what we gonna do for now. This is hot, and I could tell. You can see the steam. Oh, I was talking about, I am really spoiled now because I love loose leaf tea at this point. Now, I will say I've always wanted to just do loose leaf tea. I love loose leaf tea. It's so good. But before the wedding party favors, I hadn't had loose leaf tea in a very long time, as far as I knew. I had maybe had it once or twice within the past few years. So it's hot. Hold up, give me a second. But it was just, I just hadn't gotten any. Like, and it has another thing to do with, like, getting older and everything. It's like, now that I'm older, going grocery shopping, doing my own stuff. Like, sure, I'm 22, but it's like, what's going on? Cool. Yeah, at this point, it's like, why not do loose leaf tea? Better for the environment, especially if you had a little reusable thing. I would show one of mine, but they're in a box. Because I still haven't finished unpacking 100% because I don't know where to put any of my stuff. I have these little platypuses. Platypus. They're like that big, and they have like the little beak comes off and the little tummy comes off. Yeah, you can just plop it in there. And even if you don't have one of those, I know that they make those little like metal ones, like the metal ball. Think of it kind of like this, right? And when it has like a thing like that, right? And it has a ball here. So when you squeeze it together, the ball opens. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, I'll scoot back. Kind of like that. And so then you just put the loose leaf tea in there, and ta-da, you throw it in your cup. But I've been spoiled. I had a regular tea bag the other day for Thanksgiving at my dad's house. It's not the same. It's not the same. And people who are really into tea will also tell you it is completely different. Like, people who really know their shit, it is completely different. But it is what it is. I have so many green tea bags I need to finish. I have these lavender chamomile ones that need to be finished. These other throat coat ones, but that's more for if you feel like a turd. If your throat hurts and shit. But see, it's good. It's just not like, it's not as strong. And I think that's because when you have loose leaf tea, it's like whole leaves for the most part. Some of them might be a little broken, but it's like a whole leaf you're getting the flavor from. And as far as I know, the other ones are like ground up, and it's like a lot of, I could be wrong, okay, don't take my word on it, but I've heard it's like a lot of stems, like not just stems obviously, but you know, it just loses the potency when you grind it up and use, you know, as little. See, now here's something that they could be doing, and don't quote me on this because I'm probably wrong. They could, I'm gonna stir the noodles. They could just take the whole leaves and make that into loose leaf tea, and take all the other crap that is poorly flavored and just sad, and throw it into bags and call it your average old tea bag, your sad bag. We'll try another noodle, see how we're doing. See, we're getting there. See, this is what I would call, I think, al dente, right? Not like you know, you're not here, but essentially al dente, where it's still a little chewy. But I think since we're cooking it so slowly, I'm going to put it up to 5 now, so straight up medium. I'm just going to try to get the temperature back up a little and try to cook them a little better. But forgot what I was saying. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. But with the noodles, I'm going to try to cook them to where they're nice and squishy, because we love a squishy noodle. One thing I did want to mention, because I keep messing with it, this is not my real hair. These are my real hair, okay? Sad little depression braids, and I'll give you a fun story about those in a minute, since we are in a depressive episode. But this goes down to like here on me. There's my ass. It goes down to like there. My sister gave it to me on Thanksgiving. Thank you, Bella. But she gave it to me because she's like, "Ooh, I want to give you a braid." And I'm like, "Okay, only if you give me a rat tail. Let me show you something." All right. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but the middle of my head is right here. The braid is all the way over here. Now, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. When I had my hair down, you couldn't really tell as much. Now that my hair's up, you can probably tell. But here's the fun story that I was talking about. I think I mentioned it. I don't know. We'll see. So, I had my hair down for a few days. Because I try not to have it up all the time because breakage and shit like that. But, you know, you try not to have it up all the time, blah, blah, blah. And for a while now, I've been putting my hair in these two braids. Sometimes I have some little ones in the front to be cute. But I have them in these two braids so that I don't have to brush my hair. Because I will not brush my hair. Like, it will not happen because it's curly. And the first day, it looks great. It's fine, you know. Because I fresh out of the shower. And that's what I mean by first day. Like, first day out of the shower. First day out of the shower, it's fine. I put some product in there. It's all great. Whoop-de-doo. Sometimes I have it down. Sometimes I put it up in like a little, you know, little top thing up here, and you know, have the rest down. Whatever you want to call that. So sometimes I do that. It all just depends. And so for the past week, 2 weeks, I think it's because Thanksgiving was last week. Maybe like 1.5 weeks at this point. Another fun thing that comes with the depression and just mental illness in general, I don't like to shower. I don't, okay? I know I smell fine most of the time. Alright, that's not a concern. I've checked with multiple people. I'm fine. I feel like my body's just got used to it at this point. But I'm going to stir the noodles again. The main issue I have is my hair. And sure, my hair gets a little greasy sometimes. That's to be expected, you know. It is what it is. I mean, whatever. But the main issue I have, especially since my hair is curly, not wanting to brush it because it's curly, it gets tangled. It gets really tangled. And so yesterday I spent a good 20 to 30 minutes 20 to 30 minutes trying to detangle my hair. And it was absolutely horrendous. I hate it. It sucks. And I'm trying to grow out my hair, which seems a bit... It doesn't seem very productive. I get that. But I've wanted to grow it out for such a long time because I always end up cutting it. I always end up just buzzing it. I'm even trying to grow out the sides because, you know, usually I have them shaved down so I can see my tattoo, and just because it's less hair to worry about and all that. But I want to grow it out. I want to grow it out to at least here, you know, have some nice hair going on. I mean, you know, we're getting there. But the other issue is I don't go to get my hair cut very often, just because for a while I was just shaving the sides and just leaving the rest of it alone. So, so this has turned into a cook with me, went from. This isn't really a recipe video. I don't think this ever really was a recipe video. This is more of this is my first video. I'm depressed. Perfect timing. Let's just make a meal out of some crap we have and shoot the shit about the goings on, the happenings. 29th of November marked the 1 year anniversary of working at Hand. So I'd been there a year, and it might be like, oh yeah, okay, worked somewhere for a year, congrats. It's kind of what people need to do, workplaces, for long periods of time to make money and pay for bills. Yes, I completely agree, 100%. But my issue is that I have mental illness, and part of my mental illness issues, some of them are the symptoms or the stuff I deal with in general, right? Whatever you want to call it. I deal with really bad anxiety. I deal with panic attacks. I deal with I have ADHD, so executive dysfunction is a huge thing. Lack of motivation, period, is an issue. Just being tired all the time, that's an issue, and that might not even just be might not just be mental illness related, like I was saying earlier. That could just be a vitamin deficiency too. But it's like, I don't know, life is exhausting. The way I think about existence in life in general is exhausting. The whole thing is exhausting, and I'm exhausted. So it's like, work is the last thing I want to do. But luckily, I found this job. I love this job, even though it's hard to show up to work a lot of the time. And I am, believe it or not, starting to kind of get in trouble at work a little bit, even though, I don't know, I ain't gonna go there, but check on these. But anyway, it's hard. All right, and the fact that I've been there for a year says a lot, because I've not been able to keep a job for, I think the longest I had a job was 3 or 4 months straight. 3 or 4 months. That's it. I think the noodles are done. Yeah, the only job, the one I had for like 3 to 4 months, I can't remember exactly, was at Spencer's. And bro, I loved working at Spencer's. I loved working there. I loved the co-workers. The area was a little sketchy, but it was fine. It was great. I loved working there. And then I had a really bad mixed episode, and I was like a third. No, not even a third. I was maybe like 5 minutes to, not like 5 more minutes to like get to work, but like 5 minutes out from the house on the way to work. I keep drinking the tea bag, but she needs to be strong. I was like 5 minutes on the way to work, and I just break down. I go freaking crazy, dude. And I called them up on the phone. I'm like, yo, Shanika, sorry, I'm not going to make it in today. I might have to go to the hospital. And I'm like bawling, freaking out. She's like, oh, okay. All right, hope you feel better. Because she didn't know what to do. I was like, yeah, and I don't really know when I'm gonna be able to come back to work, so I have to quit. I'm done. I'm sorry. And then I was just like apologizing over and over and over. It was a whole thing. Okay, so I hang up. I speed my ass, whipping around corners and shit. I speed my ass back to the house and have my little mental breakdown. Okay, so yeah, that was the last job that I had for 4 months. Now, imagine having mixed episodes, going through stuff similar to that, pretty similar to that, and continuing to work and not quitting your job. Because I've quit almost every job that I've had, for one reason or another. A lot of them were mental health related. Imagine going through shit like that all the time, including a new thing that ended up happening, which was daily panic attacks that happened multiple times a day. Imagine going through all of that, wanting to quit your job, not going to work for like a week or two at a time, just like, not fun. All right, not a fun time. You get it. I think you understand. And not leaving your job. 12 months, dude. 12 freaking months. And like, I'm proud of myself, sure, but like, I'm also job related things. Who knows? I'll probably get into it at some other time, like job stuff. But, you know. That's a pretty good consistency too. I might need to add a little bit of water. Just a little bit, not too much. A little bit of water. And then just a hint. You know what? Let me show y'all instead of showing my big ass head this whole time. Just a hint. I'm putting like, I have that much in my hand. Now watch, a big old pinch. You know, fuck it, it's fine. It's not even that much. We put the whole thing in there. Alright. And now we're just going to give it a stirry stir. We put the water in there to kind of loosen it up a bit. We're going to see how thick that soupy soup is. And I know this is also a lot of noodles. You know, I think the soup is good, thickness-wise. I think it's Gucci. I won't do that. No. Okay, cool. So I think our soupy soup is done. I say soup, I'll call them. Yeah, sure. Our low budget rip-off Spaghettios. And so I think one way, a good way to tell the thickness of the soup, whether it's enough for you, is to just put it in there, right? Get a little nice stir going. And then look at how much sticks to the spoon. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can kind of tell the thickness of it by how it sticks to the spoon. Like, this is fine for me. Whew. It's hot. If you want it to be a little thicker, add a little something. I need some pizzazz. I need some tang. I don't know. I'll probably just... No, I'll just add it to the whole thing. Why not? We're going to take some Spaghettios. She's a little spicy, and she's a little vinegary, I think. She has some... She does not even have ingredients. We love that. Oh, wait, yeah, it does. Oh, well. Let's see if it's... We'll go ahead and turn off the heat for now. That is one thing I hate about hot sauce. This shit gets crusty as hell on the top. Alright, good. That's enough tang for me. So we're just going to unscrew the whole lid. And just in here, just a little. I also like spice, and it's a lot of food, so we're just going to do it a little bloop bloop. That is completely optional. I just needed a little extra something in here because it was... It was good, but not... Oh, shit. That's alright, it was bound to happen. It was way too clean this whole video. I didn't spill a single thing. Perfection. Alright, there we go. Let's try these noodles we dropped on the stove, because one, I just cleaned it, so don't worry, but we also have low standards. Need it with that juice. Sorry, it's hot, so you know you got it. It's pretty good, pretty good. You can definitely taste the Spaghettios in there. What else do we want? Do we want anything else in there? I think it's good. Actually, let me... No, I'm not about to do all that. Alright. We Gucci. I think we're done. So, yeah. I would get a bowl, but the camera's in the way. Oh, wait, no. I have bowls in the dishwasher. Let me get a big bowl, because, why not? I did. Big old bowl. The size of my head, actually. That's basically the size of my head, right? I can't really tell because my head's in here. Basically the size of my head. We're going to take a little spin, and we're going to get ourselves some. It's better near the bottom because it has a lot of juice. This is probably enough for my thick eyes. No, one more. Alright. Gotta clean up the bowl. Make it look nice. And here we go. Huh? She's moving. Alright. You know what they say about, oh shit, that's hot. You know what they say about that good mac and cheese, you know what I'm saying? That's what it sounds like. Y'all quit. Yeah. Stop that, Bill. I got tea in my mouth. I tried to move the bag out of the way and she came out swinging. So now we're gonna put our spoon in there, and yeah, that'll be it. I'm probably the video that you may or may not watch before this one may or may not be filmed after this one, and the other way around for the other video, because one of these will be my first and one of them will be my second. I'm probably going to post the other one first. Watch them however you want. I mean, you may not have already watched the other one. Who knows? But yeah, in that one, I'm going to be eating this. So, and since we're depressed, we're not going to do any dishes right now. We're just going to stack them up. I'm not about to show you the sink. The sink is empty for the most part, except for like a pan and a plate, right? Which are both relatively clean. But I just ran the dishwasher today, and some things have to be hand washed and all that other crap. That's the thing I hate, okay? You got cute cups like this. This is Elliot's. Got this cup from Spencer's. You know what, Spencer's, I'm gonna call you out real quick. Why can't we put any of them in the dishwasher? Why do you have to have a sign on the bottom? Do not microwave, cold liquids only. That makes sense, okay? I'm not about to drink hot shit out of a glass. I ain't finna burn myself. But what's up with the sorry, my bad. Hand wash only, do not soap. That's just inconvenient. You know, some of the people who go to Spencer's, we got mental illness, babe. We're not washing dishes. We're not hand washing shit. No, but I'm gonna need to wash those probably tonight. Anyway, totally off topic. This thing is almost an hour long, and I may or may not edit it at all. Mainly because I want to get it out. I want to get it up. And if I don't go ahead and get it up, then it might not go up. It's loud as hell. Alright. Ooh. So, ignore me. I'm just making noises at this point. It's hot. Alright. We put a lid on it so the cats don't get into it. And we leave it on the hot burner so that it'll burn and stick to the bottom. That's how we do it around here. Yeah, that's it for now. I might do... You know, how about next time I do a cooking video, I want to do that mushroom orzo with Parmesan. It's really good. So, ready for that next time. The next video that comes out, I don't know what it's going to be, but if it is cooking, get ready for that orzo. Deuces.